Greetings everyone, this is Mdu. As I promised before that I'll make a video on being successful. Now, before I continue, as I said, this is just a platform for discussion. If you feel there are things that you need to clarify on my behalf, maybe I explain them in a way that you feel like it's not right. You are welcome, of course, to open the scriptures and let's talk. You can write on my Facebook or you can comment on this YouTube video. Yes, and also that thank you for the subscribers. I have 11 subscribers, so they encourage me to do these videos. As I said, my intention is to now just focusing on the book of Genesis. Will continue with it, but today, as I said again, we'll look at being successful. I'll make a video also looking at the blessings from our parents. Blessings from our parents. As I already made a video that we are blessed from creation, but there is a special blessings also that is placed to our parents to deliver to us. I know now we have spiritual parents and all this other stuff, but I'll be talking specifically about our biological parents. Then the strength there, what God has given them. There's some authority that God has given to them, our biological parents. Yes, let's leave that there. We'll talk then. You can subscribe, of course. It's free. You just press a button. That's it. So let's look in the book of Genesis 39, verse 1. Joseph was brought down to Egypt. Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, the captain of the guard, an Egyptian, bought him from the hands of the Ishmaelite that has brought him there. God was with Joseph. That's verse 2. And he was a prosperous man. He was a successful man. He was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. So Joseph was successful in the house of his master, the Egyptian. Let's go to verse 3. His master saw that God was with him, and that God made all that he did successful in his hand. So now I know I just hijacked you to this verse. Maybe you're wondering, who is Joseph? If you go backwards, you will find that Joseph is one of the sons of Jacob, whom later his name was changed to be Israel. But you'll get that there. But we are not there today. But so Jacob has this son, and this son, Jacob loved him so much because he got him in his late stage, like in his old age. So he loved him, and the brother hated him. What added to that is the fact that he dreamed, and his dreams actually made him being hated more by his brother. So they ended up selling him to the Ishmaelite. Then the Ishmaelite took him to Egypt. From Egypt, Potiphar bought him. That's where we were when we read, where Potiphar bought him from the Ishmaelite. So now, as you can see by now, Joseph was a slave. Joseph was a slave in where? In Egypt. Serving his master. Yes, serving his master. But what is important when you look in verse 2, the Bible said, as a slave as he is, Joseph was successful. And the master noticed that God is with him because everything that he touches, it succeeds. So your success is implicated in the things that you touch become successful. Not specifically your thing. Yes, your thing can be successful, but it does not 100% saying, because listen, Joseph was a slave. So when you are a slave, whatever you touch, its success does not benefit you. It's the master's benefit. Because that's why then the master noticed and they promote him. Because they know that they will benefit more from this man's success. But he has nothing. The success was in the fact that God was with him. The success was in the fact that whatever it touches, whatever he touches, multiply. Whatever he touches, prosper. So that's what we talk about now, success. So I know people will think, oh, I'm successful because now I'm running billionaire companies, I'm running this and this, or now because, all this other wrong theology of success. Success is because God is with you. Success is when you look around you, people that you help, they become successful, they excel to the things that you are helping them to. Even if they're not going to benefit you directly, even if you are a slave, even if you do not have anything, but the people you help, they succeed. That shows that you are successful because you will be needed one way or another. Your master will notice you. One way or another, people will notice. They will know we must do business with this man. You may not have a business. You may not have anything yet. But whatever you touch, people notice. No, man, this man, when he speaks, no, we need this man. People will need you. That's what's successful. It may not yet be manifested in a form of money, in a form of whatever at the currently, but don't undermine yourself and think you are not successful because you are not yet a millionaire. In fact, you are maybe not even 1,000 years. You are still in the rands, if there is a term, by the way, of 1,000 years. I just made that term out. But maybe you are still playing on the rands. When you look in your bank account, it's always on the rands after everything is minus. Don't think you are not successful. Yes, look around you. Look the people you help. Look the people you talk to. And they get help and excel, even academical or in any form. You are successful, my brother. So, Joseph was successful as a slave as he was in his master's territory. But later on, you'll see that because when you are successful, you'll be noticed. He excelled and other things, and he dreamt and all so forth, and then he became second in charge in Egypt. So it is very important. That was the highest rank ever. Even he was not, in fact, even an Egyptian. That was another thing. He was not an Egyptian, but he became second in charge in a place where you were not even born, or when you were not even in those days, because genealogy was very important. But God, if He is with you, nothing is impossible. You are successful. Even when you look in your bank account now, you don't have anything. Don't treat yourself less. Don't think of yourself less. You are successful, my brother. God is with you. God is with you. You are successful. Continue helping people. Continue doing good. Continue making people better. Even yet it's not beneficial to you. But later or nothing. In fact, sooner or later, your breakthrough will come. You are successful. Let me end there. Then the second video will be on the blessings. If there's more, or if you guys want, there's a topic that, because most of this topic are just touch on the surface, just to touch on the points that I'm about. But there is more in this topic. If you in these topics that I'm talking about, even the previous one, there's more in them. But if you feel that you need us to dive more in certain topics, like to just spend more time, you can also comment the same. Let's hear more onto this. Then I will make another one specifically for that, looking obviously in the biblical terms, because we are not just speaking of our own ideas. We try to draw from the Bible on how God looks things, because the thing is, God looks things different than us. Human look things in a different context. We look different biblically and spiritually. That's why it may seem contradictory to a human mindset that is always controlled by what they see. That's why some of us, we are judged by what we see. But we know now, what you see is temporary. We are beyond what you see. Let's end there. We'll talk again. Thank you.